Bant Cosmic Rebirth. Now, this is a deck that ended up top 16 of the last challenge, which is where the Sultai Shadow deck won. So we're going to try out, see how good Cosmic Rebirth is, which reads, choose target permanent card in your graveyard. If it has mana value 3 or less, you may put it onto the battlefield. If you don't put it on the battlefield, you may put it into your hand. It's an instant for 1 green and the white, and you gain 3 life. We'll give it a shot. Returns Ice-Fang Coatl from the graveyard. It can return Narset, Teferi, or anything else you have to your hand. Let's try it. And I'm like, DT, how do I fix this? Iron Beagle, thank you for the follow also. Good games. Good games, good games. Yeah, I'm sure Spike's made a Cosmic Rebirth list already. Alright, looks like they're playing Amulet. Only good games because we won. No. I would have gone to a game 3. Played an Abzan Scamless with Ewit and Thoughtseize the poor Merc that player like 3 times with the same ephemerating Ewit. Eternal Witness ephemerates so dirtily, but it gives you so much inevitability in the mid-range matchups. I guess our opponent could be playing Scales too. We're just gonna pass with Counterspell. Got nothing else to do. I'm doing well, Komen. Happy that mode is actually online for once in its life. It's been offline. It was offline Saturday and Monday, so I haven't really been able to stream that much. So happy to be back. It is Amulet. I think I let this go because they already played land and I just pending it, and I hold the Counterspell for something else. Narset. Kill this and pass. It's a bread. Yeah, the developers are playing Zelda. They're just sitting in their conference room. They're like, hey man, check out this vehicle I just built in Zelda. Isn't it sweet? Like, shouldn't we be doing something about this chest opening? Nah, they'll be fine. They can wait until Tuesday. They're like, look at this Burning Man with a dick that I just built. That video, like, circulated so fast. I see it on my timeline every day. This I might Counterspell. Because Nissa's not in Stream Decker yet. So it's a 57 card main deck. So the 3 empty spots are the 3 Nissas. Ugh, Mantarok. Thank you for the Prime. Welcome back for the 5 months. Thank you. Narset, minus. Get something good, hopefully. Days Undoing. Cosmic Rebirth for Counterspell. Archmage's Charm Teferi. I think I take the Charm. Fairy doesn't do a whole lot for me here. Charm pass. You can't read Invasion by Choreo now because of all the greedy Death Shadow players. Death Shadow players. X-File. X-Video. X-File. I can't click Yield. And people lose their binds. Yeah, it's because you couldn't do it before. But now that you can in Zelda, that was from this clip. That's my favorite clip. That's Ed's best shining moment on stream. Fuck, he kills me every time. You talk about how good the Nissa was in the 4-color list you played this weekend. The Nissa was like amazing. It helped me fight through so many blood moons and just draw me action. It was great. Loved it. Yeah, that clip's fantastic. It's got to be a top 10 Ed clip. Top 5 Ed clip. Yeah, Lotus Cobra's finally playable. My running Stifle, God, I wish. I think I just Cosmic Rebirth this Archmage's Charm back to my hand. Oh, it's a permanent card? Oh, I didn't read. I didn't read. I thought it was any card that you could bring back to your hand. Yeah, they're not looking the best. I probably should save that, seeing as how they're most likely going to tighten me here. I guess I play second Nissa. Yeah, going shields down was a little bit sketchy. Let's go second Nissa. Or Narset. I don't know why I call it Nissa. I've been talking about Nissa. Ah, no problem. No problem. Just draw another Archmage's Charm. Look at the bright side. Now I can Cosmic Rebirth a land back. That's exciting. Correct. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate that. Don't appreciate my opponent trying to, like, prime time me, though. As Renegade Rallier without power or toughness. Yata! Crack some chests. I kind of want to hold on to these until Wednesday. Oh, crack 5. On Wednesday, the Aftermath cards are being put into chests, which is tomorrow. So, we're going to try to save some of these chests. Oh, crack a quick 5, no problem. Not great. To get an Arid Mesa. Okay, Titan, Titan, Titan. Dress down. That's all we have. I think that's all we have. Do I want EE on 1? Like EE on 1 is so hit or miss. I think I trim 1 Supreme Verdict also. Think I want EE on 1. I think I trimmed 2 Ice-Fang Coatls. That'll be even better once we get to start pulling Nisses out of them. Nisses and Obs. Yeah, Cosmic Rebirth's not great here either. It's pretty good. Good enough. Can deal with an Amulet Counterspell for the first thing. They're mulliganing to 5. I don't think it's a world where I cast Force of Negation on 1 either. Worst thing they can play on 1's Amulet. At which point I just untap impending it. I'm gonna F6 here. Get a Hallowed Fountain. Hit that with a pending and pass the turn. Now I can like Force of Negation, pitch Dress down if they play another Amulet. I think Pending is a fine card for Modern. It's not oppressive, it's sorcery speed. I think Pending is a great card for Modern. This card was a dub. Expedition map is going to go get them an Urza Saga. That's probably fine. Weeps and Aether Vial. I think this was a good addition to the format overall. I think Leyline Binding is more unhealthy, but obviously Leyline Binding is susceptible to like Boseiju and other enchantment hate. I guess I could get them a Cavern. I might be wrong to let them go get Cavern, if that's what they were planning on getting. But I do have a Dress down, so I can deal with the first Titan. It's a good call, Phil. I probably should have maybe counterspelled that. Considered counterspelling it anyways, more than I did. Got a T-West. I'm going to draw 2. Try to cycle through some more cards. We are back, Lesnar. We're back, baby. We are playing Control with Cosmic Rebirth. Please don't poke me with a stick. Thanks, stick. I'm getting a Summoner's Pact. I think I'm probably going to Force Negation the Summoner's Pact. So I can leave up Counterspell also. Although, they have to, like, hold their mana here to actually pay for the pact. I'm just afraid of them having Cavernous Souls, but I guess I don't really care if they have Cavernous Souls. Yeah, I'm going to let the Summoner's Pact resolve. I'll let them get whatever. They do have Cavernous Souls. Just means I'll know to counter every other one. Cosmic Rebirth. Okay. Cosmic Rebirth is essentially another dress down here. Kind of funny. They're not dead, they have to pay 5 mana. Pass the turn here. Yeah, the Gardens filters mana. I do get to Solitude this, though. I think we're in a good spot here. Alright, let's attack with Solitude. Play Narset. Minus it. Cast Days Undoing? I don't know if I even want to cast Days Undoing. My hand's pretty stacked. Honestly, I could just play Narset minus and pass. My hand's pretty nice. I can Days Undoing when I get lower on resources. Amulet. 2, 3, 4. I'm actually gonna pitch cast this Force. Well, I'm kind of scared of them going like, if I tap out to counter this Force of Negation, they can slam a Titan or something else. I know they have Cavern Unknown in hand. I don't get to take their amulet before they can copy it. Doomwake, thank you for the giant raid. We had a fantastic stream. Thank you. Let's get rid of Dress Down. No, let's get rid of Counterspell. That was a tough decision. I think I want to pitch cast and have something up for whatever they have next. Just untap here. Tef. I get to go Tef plus draw step, Days Undoing. You get nothing. You lose. Alright. Neat. Alright. Yeah, looks fine. Keepable. Get a 4-1, nice. Good stuff, Beagle. Yeah, you should have gone into game 3 versus me. Provoke so I can exile a Cosmic Rebirth so I don't have to redraw it. It's probably a net positive. Cosmic Rebirth haters in chat. Just gotta let Cosmic Rebirth cook. Pending's totally chill in the format. Plus Teferi pending at instant speed. Ugh. Don't get glad, get prime. And welcome back for the 14th month, Turducken. I appreciate you. Thank you. Wait, that's not the catchphrase at all. Don't get sad, get glad. Can't believe this advertising capitalistic society we live in makes me memorize catchphrases for trash bag commercials. Unbelievable. Thank you, Turducken. Tap land go. It's gonna need my opponent to not dash a Ragster or play a Dothy. Oh, they're playing Creativity. Alright. I don't think Creativity is a very good matchup for us, but see how it plays out. Here comes the Ren. Doo-doo-doo-doo. +1 land. I'm gonna have to pending that. I don't know if I get to leave up Counterspell, which is really bad if they go like Fable, but I guess if they Fable, I can Teferi bounce the token and then Solitude the next Creativity target. So I guess pending here is fine. That's up, Mord. It's been a minute. Fable time? And I'm like for sure gonna bounce the token. Then they can't Creativity me off of a singular Dwarven Mine. Assuming I draw a white card, of course. If I don't draw a white card, then I'm in trouble. Steal a token. I could steal a token. But that leaves me vulnerable to them having land drop into Creativity. Teferi? That's really good. Oh shit. That's so good. It's doomed. I think this game would have played out so much differently if I was on the play. If I could have a single superpower, what would it be? Being on the play all the time in every game of Magic. If we're talking realistic superpowers, Power Abuser. Teleportation seems more realistic, but I get it. I get it, yeah, but you should like ask for something more realistic, like teleportation or X-ray vision, or from my opponent not to play Teferi against my control deck. You want me to steal this token? Am I really about to steal this token? I don't think that's a good idea. I actually don't know what to do here. I'm Dwarf Nap. Am I really gonna Dwarf Nap? Lose probably? Yeah, I can see that. What are the chances they don't have a Spell Pierce also? Probably pretty low. I think I should just draw. I'm just gonna draw. Stealing the token does nothing. Stealing the token's gonna get me killed. Didn't matter, they had the Spell Pierce. Okie dokie. I can play Solitude, exile this, and then try to threaten the Teferi, or... that's interesting. In my heart, it's our dwarf. Your dwarf, my dwarf, our dwarf. Try to pending this Teferi. I can pay for a Spell Pierce this time. Imagine they at least have one Archon in hand, given that they haven't played anything. Oh, it's Prismatic Command. I didn't know these decks were still playing Prismatic Command. I thought most of these got cut. If finding Dress Down feels awful, at least in my FNMs, do you think Fire Ice is a good swap in, playing 3 Chalice in the main? Fire Ice could be good, yeah. I'm not a fan of Dress Down right now either. I think Dress Down's a bit anemic. They have Leyline Binding. I like to hold up Counterspell for whatever they do. Which is evidently going to be nothing. Ever beat me down. I think Prismari Command's okay. I've just been seeing that a lot of these lists have been cutting Prismari Command in favor of other spells. DT was playing Legacy yesterday. I think overall Fire Ice is a pretty good card. I tend to like Fire Ice in most of the lists I played in. 13. Or you could play Fire Ice with Giganta. That would truly make Fire Ice amazing. Let me play it with Giganta. One Icy Boy. Can't believe our dwarf is hitting us still. I thought you raised him better. What if I could get a second Black Source and try to hardcast Archon? Now you can't play Fire Ice with Giganta because it has 2 of the same 1 pip for the colorless mana. So it considers that the same mana cost. So if you've been playing Fire Ice with Giganta, that's a paper only play. Sure, you got him. Solitude down. Yeah, same with Chalice. And it's not the best right now. Archon time? I think they're about to play an Archon. This actually kind of works out for me. So I can sacrifice the Ice-Fang, drop the land, Solitude the Archon, and then Cosmic Rebirth this Ice-Fang Coatl for a card draw later. Just get your Archon. I hold that. Creativity's been citing Elishnorn, but I think Elishnorn for the mirror is kind of bad. It's decent against elementals though. I want to hold this. I think I'm gonna hold that. Just pass, get Ice-Fang back, get a card draw. Transmogrify. I suppose the other thing I could do, I think I actually let this resolve. Because, okay, so here's the two things I could do. I could Cosmic Rebirth back this Ice-Fang Coatl, draw a card. Or I could let Solitude die and then get back to Solitude with Cosmic Rebirth. The issue with the Ice-Fang is if I don't draw an out to this Transmogrify or the creature, then I'm like just dead with that Archon. So I think the better play here is just let my Solitude die, discard the planes, and then get back to Solitude and Solitude it. It's less than 3 CMC if you put it into play. If you want to put it into your hand, then it's whatever. It has extra text yet. There we go. Yeah, new plan, grind through all 4 Archons, I guess. Probably not the best plan. So much Billy Mays card design these days. But wait, there's more! We have 2 Archons dead. I still have 2 more. A trade off here. Good chance they're just gonna cast another Archon anyways. If they have one in hand. Song's a banger. More Teferi. Bounce Fable. Recast Fable. Yeah, foil Archon's a crime. And the foil's even in different placings. That is a crime. Narset Teferi. Start with Narset here. I want to steal this token. I guess I take the Archmage's Charm anyways. I'm probably just going to Teferi bounce the token though. So if I steal the token, they just get to bounce it, so... Maybe I should have taken the pending for Teferi. Maybe they'll discard a card with Fable. Chose not to use it. Ren bonking my Teferi. What Days Undoing? Is that even that good? I guess it does refill my hand. It's probably good enough, right? I'm gonna lose my Narset here. I also just gave them like +1 card. Which is kind of scary too. Yeah, we kind of need to draw a verdict. I should have just +1 to Fairy there. I mean, I had no idea they were going to draw Ren in 6. Yep. Opponent's not playing particularly fast, so this game might go to time. Otawara. Flash an Ice-Fang, draw a card first. Oops. Let me tap poorly. Blue-green. Ice-Fang. Take a draw, see what we draw into. Third Counterspell. Probably have to draw with Archmage's Charm, and then maybe if I don't draw anything there, I have to Otawara this Reflection when they go to copy it. I can't put the Teferi back in hand. I'm just gonna die to these Reflection tokens. I guess I could Boseiju it. I should just Boseiju it, right? Yeah, Boseiju's a lot better. I'll Boseiju it then. Or I could Boseiju the Solitude and then Solitude it. That's even better, right? Even better. Down the line. Took a little bit to get through, though. I think this is the best line I could probably do. I can Otawara Teferi next turn. Then have a bunch of counter magic up. Discards 2 lands. The strongest part about creativity is the Ren and the Teferi, right? Which I'm dead to creativity if they haven't. I guess not strictly dead. How's the Coatl not have Death Touch yet? I didn't really focus on fetching out. Snow basics. Yeah, back on the grind through 4 Archons plan. Yeah, Ren and Teferi are the best part about creativity for sure. The only reason creativity is a grindy matchup right now is because I'm playing control. I know exactly the quote you're referencing, and that's when I was talking about Torok and the sideboard scam. Torok's not good against creativity. Quotes taken out of context? I guess I don't have to do this right now. I can Otawara the Teferi when I want to go counter something. Very long game 1. Triumphs shouldn't have been printed. I think Triumphs are fine. I think if a format has a good mana, it's generally better than a format having bad mana. Like, I think some of the least enjoyable games of Pioneer are when people don't get to play Magic because their mana sucks. I also find that most of the enjoyable formats of Standard all had good mana in it. Like Constant Tarkir Standard, that was my favorite Standard. So, same with like Return to Ravnica, and they had perfect mana. You had fetches and shocks, and that was a great Standard. Bounce. Just should leave that up. So overall, I think formats with better mana tend to lead to better gameplay experiences. But obviously, some of the cards in the format are a little bit warping and polarizing and incredibly powerful. That's no good. But those take time to figure out. Yeah, I probably should upkeep Castled. I'll end step Castle though. Trying to find a Solitude here. I was just thinking about that after I already took a draw step 2. Oops, all counterspells. Still holding out some hope that the Lord of the Rings set will add something new to Modern. That'll be exciting. Because, I mean, Modern, what was that? The hell? I don't know what that was. I think Modern's getting a little bit stale right now. Aftermath helped out a bit, but I'm not super hopeful. Why, yes, I would love a Supreme Verdict. Why, yes, I would love Supreme Verdict. Yeah, none of the cards from March of the Machines really panned out. None of them really ended up being amazing. Invasion of Ikoria was decent. I want both of these. Elishnorn was good too. Wasn't that? Wait, what set was Elishnorn from? Wasn't that from Brothers War? Yeah, which one of these do I want? Forgot what set all these cards were from already. I said they just came out. Yeah, Elishnorn was from Brothers War. I think I want to bottom this. Cyan. Alright, give me 1 sec. Cosmic Rebirth. Picks up Solitude. I don't remember what set Elishnorn was from now. I mean, the 5 mana good one. Phyrexia all will be 1. Yeah. Was not Brothers War. Cyan, you said? Like a blue? Tealish blue? I want to take here. Ice-Fang? Solitude? Probably Solitude, right? Grab the Solitude here. Oh, I should have scribed. Oh, there's the Days Undoing. I can't believe I won this game. Can we just talk about that for a second? I thought for sure I was going to lose this game. I played it like kind of loose too. I did not even play it very well. Yeah, they have 5 minutes to win 2 games against my control deck. I don't like the 2 Supreme Verdicts. I go down to Rebirth. Force of Negation seems fine. Counterspell, Bluster. Maybe Archmage's Charm's a little bit slow and I can trim 1. I need answers to Teferi also. From a Solitude. I'm trying to like this. I don't care for Veil against creativity. It's okay because it stops an Archon trigger at worst. I think most of the time it's not that good. I don't know how much counter magic they're bringing in post board. If they're on like a bunch of like Change the Equation doesn't really hurt me either, which is the main counter spell that they have in the sideboard. I'm not sure. What am I bringing in for game 3 if we see something that we wanted against? Generally, I don't think Veil does a ton. Nor do I think Change the Equation is very good against us. Cosmic Rebirth for Tameshi. Probably fine. I just never think Tameshi's in a good spot in the meta. That deck has way too many moving pieces. It was kind of like what happened with Grinding Station Breach, where that deck got pushed out by just because it has too many moving pieces and it was hard to assemble the combo, and the decks that just played infinite interaction would just never lose to it. So I think that Meshi kind of got pushed out of the meta because of that. I want to play Teferi. I don't really want to get Spell Pierced. I'm just going to pass. Oh, I should have played these explosives though. When you had all the pieces, did the deck even move? Sometimes. It tried its best. Spell Pierce. Alright, do I want to pitch Teferi or Narset? Probably Teferi. I think Narset's going to draw me into some gas. I'm probably going to wait until turn 5 to play Narset. I'll just play like explosives out. I'll just pass. I want to hold up explosives so I just don't lose to random creativity. Get that 1 Steam Vents. Might as well. Teferi plus Tef pass. If we're able to beat creativity, which is like one of our worst matchups, I feel pretty good about registering this deck in a tournament. See if we can do it more than once though. So getting rid of this has 2 targets, so even if I pop the explosives, that doesn't fizzle the Prismatic command, so I'll just let this happen. Because it has 2 separate targets. They're targeting themselves and targeting the EE. I'd be inclined to pop the explosives if it would fizzle the Prismatic command, but it doesn't. Archon. Oh, that's kind of cool. Yeah, I didn't even think about that. There's probably some combo decks playing Cosmic Rebirth with Devoted Druid. Grab the Counterspell here. I think I'm going to minus the Teferi at this point. Doesn't die to a single dwarf token. Yeah, I don't think it's possible to fizzle Prismari command, because it's always going to have 2 targets. Yep. Should be a Teferi down to 1. Second dwarf. 2, 3, 4. I scooped. So far, so good. 2-0, 4-0. 1-0 in a modern prelim, by the way. Shaking my head. And put back Forest. That seems okay. They're mulliganing to 5. Led on Island Bobble, so it could be on Murktide. Oh, Memnite. Emery. Grinding Station Breach. Urza, Bobble. I can't deal with that. Holy shit. Alright. Buy some pals out of Discord. GG's. Good games, good games. This one's looking pretty rough since they can just Emery, Bobble, draw an extra card every turn. Gonna be hard to beat. Need to find a Solitude for this Emery sooner than later. Attacking with both. I think I flashed in this Ice-Fang and traded for the Memnite. Must have another 0-drop in hand. Very surprised about the Emery attack also. Wow, they don't have another 0-drop? Please win, I'll try. Now I'm just confused. Very confused. I guess I go Narset minus. This soundtrack is the Journey OST. I'll paste it in the chat. Planes. Narset minus. Grab an Archmage's Charm past the turn. Yup. Not a Shadow Spear. I wonder if they're going to attack with Emery, if they're going to activate Emery. They might equip Shadow Spear and attack Narset for 2. Or Narset. Alright. Yeah, just go Teferi bounce. Pick up this. Now if they want to kill Narset, then they have to attack Narset. I'm also going to play the Otawara out because I need to hit a land drop this turn. Yeah, the whole ring mechanic's been spoiled already. It's not very good. But at least it's not detrimental, I suppose. Opted to attack Teferi instead. Interesting. Nettle Cyst. I really need to draw Solitude. Big Cosmic Rebirth. Back to Teferi. Bounce the Germ token. Guy. Coming in for the 9. Appreciate you. Oh no. Not the ghost. Not the ghost of Jun's past. Put the Teferi onto the battlefield, bounce the Germ token. Drew a Boseiju. Much as I would love to Boseiju something of theirs, I think I have to just play an Ice-Fang and block with it. Bob does rule. Second Emery to mill more cards. I'm playing Force of Negation. Do you have a confession? I don't like the sound of that. You've been playing creativity? No! Kumi, you were the chosen one! I'd like my Teferi to stick around. I need a Solitude. I don't like the Charm on Germ line because they can just like re-equip Nettlecyst to something else and I lose the Germ, right? I guess I could flash in Ice-Fang Coatl and Cosmic Rebirth Ice-Fang Coatl. It's kind of a cool line. Maybe I'll draw Solitude also at some point. Oh, that's better. Means I don't have to take a bunch of damage. No, I don't need Days Undoing yet. I think the way my hand is sculpted right now, I'm perfectly set up to win this game. So I don't even need the Days Undoing. Maybe when I run lower on resource, I'll cast the Days Undoing. But as of right now, I think I'm very far ahead. This one I think I'm going to steal. Because like, I don't have another creature to re-equip the Nettle Cyst onto. I think stealing is probably good. Also going to Cosmic Rebirth back this other Ice-Fang Coatl. This is mine now. They could tap it with the Springleaf Drum, so nothing happens, I guess. Because I could just get to untap it anyways. Your Germ is my property. Now we just have triple Counterspell, plus the Days Undoing. I think stealing is good, Dingo. True. Stealing is good. Stealing just won me the game. Force of Negation, Seagate Restoration, Urza. Okie dokie. Supreme Verdict, Dress Down, times a million. Engineered Explosives is probably fine. Also, Dingo, I like Mountain Dew. I don't hate Mountain Dew. I think I like Dr. Pepper more than Mountain Dew. Dr. Pepper is fucking great. I think it's got to be my favorite soda. I want to cut some number of Ice-Fangs, maybe 2 Ice-Fangs out. Maybe 1 Days Undoing out. And we got to cut 1 more card. And another Ice-Fang. I just cut all the Ice-Fangs. Play something else in his place. Play the Cosmic Rebirth. Why do most elemental decks not play explosives? Because they usually have a good matchup against Hammer, and Rhino's less so, but they have a good matchup against Hammer. So we keep this. Got a Verdict, so if I can hit 4 land drops and Verdict them, I'm probably in a good spot. Actually brought in the Soul Guide Lantern, huh? Dingo Do or Dr. Dingo? 100% Dr. Dingo. And they found a bubble. Send me a Thalia Gitrog. I got you. I'll write all the text on it too, so you don't forget. Boseiju. As much as I want to Boseiju this Urza Saga, I think I probably need to play that as a land drop and just continue trying to get ahead on mana. The way I see it is if they're going to spend their time activating Urza Saga, the Supreme Verdict's probably going to be pretty good. As long as I can get to the Supreme Verdict, of course. How are you getting ad right now? You're subbed? I don't know. I have ads turned off for subs. I can go double check it. Settings, stream, ads for subs off. Okay. Refreshed, all is good in the world. Alright. They made this thing main phase? Why did they make it main phase? They said, Dingo, please bounce this. They targeted Shadow Spear? Hold on, I'm confused now. I think they misclicked and they meant to target Bobble. That's probably what happened. I need to draw land. If I can Verdict this board away, I'm going to be in such a great spot. Now they're going to get back to Shadow Spear. It was an ad for Dr. Pepper. I mean, Dr. Dingo. Come on, land. That produces white mana, not the Steam Vents. I'm going to be so sad if I draw my 1 of Steam Vents. Or no land at all. Bounce a Construct, draw a card. Shock that in, pending this. But also exile the Emery. I don't think I'm going to let the Emery rock for a turn. I think I'd rather hardcast the Solitude. They might commit something else to the board. Just a 2/2 Mem Knight. Ready to go to war. I think I just Verdict these 2 away. I'm very surprised that my opponent has just not been getting baubles back every turn. Very surprising to me. We're playing Bant today. A little bit of Bant. A lot of Springleaf drums you got over there. I don't have a lot of mana. I think I'm going to save this pending. Good pending the Soul Guide Lantern, so that way they can't draw a card. Exile my graveyard, that's probably fine. Yeah, I'm going to pending the Soul Guide Lantern. And even exile my graveyard, like whatever. I guess they couldn't also draw a card until my turn. They had the whole playset of Springleaf Drum in their hand. Weird. Yeah, why no Yorion though? Good question. Draw some cards here. Play Teferi. Balance your Shadow Spear. And they gave up. Alright. 3060. So far, so good. Keep this hand. Yeah, playing past, then we can go play Island. Ice-Fang. Maybe I should have led on Breeding Pool. I probably should have led on Breeding Pool, because if I draw a third blue source, then I can cast Archmage's Charm. As of right now, I can't cast Archmage's Charm. Nope, here goes Ice-Fang. Or Archmage's Charm. I should have led on Breeding Pool, that's actually a mistake. And they took my Ice-Fang Coatl, which is a mistake. Haha. Those are reserved for DT stream. Ren. Invasion of Edamame. I don't want to bounce that treasure token. I'm a snake. Yeah, the MTGO scorekeeper is always broken. I'm gonna bounce the treasure token. I don't get to draw a card here. They just sack it in response. But I at least want to, like, cut them off with a mana for it. It's just good deck building. Eventually we'll be able to cast Archmage's Charm. Maybe not today, but eventually. Why was I on a short break from streaming? Because MTGO was down perpetually for like 2 of my stream times. They went down on Saturday, so I couldn't play the Saturday night challenge. So they went down on Monday, so I couldn't play the Monday prelim. And I was like, thanks, Moto. Appreciate you. Alright, what do you got, opponent? Wrecked is a hard word to spell. Yeah, unexpected disintegration. It's a good way to put it. Get another basic island here and then go. Oh no, we can't. I gotta get a Hallowed Fountain. I'm just gonna verdict this land away. This land is your land. Into the graveyard. Nice random realm breaker. No, it's Teferi can't bounce battle. Teferi says artifact, enchantment, or creature. Yeah, they finally nerfed Tef by printing a whole new card type. That was all it took. I haven't played Rakdos because I've just been experimenting with new cards from Aftermath. Like, I played 4-color during both the challenges this weekend with the new Nissa. I mean, Scam's still one of the best, like, not best, but better decks in the format. I think it's still really good. I want to Solitude Eat the Dwarf trade here. I just let Teferi die. I think I'm going to trade. I don't know. Still eating this either way. If I attack, then they trade anyways, yeah. Just block here. I can get a card draw for this Teferi. And a Realm Breaker is actually a problem. Actually a problem. I like Boseiju their next land. They target. But now Scam won a Saturday morning challenge. Yeah, Scam won the Saturday. Oh, goodbye. Scam won the Saturday morning challenge. I got third in this challenge. If they're playing anything neat, I actually look at their list. Nah, it looks pretty stock. Yeah, it's just stock. Need to draw pending. I gotta kill this random realm breaker. Newness is great. I suppose they can go get another Dwarven Mine and then give him haste and attack Teferi. Down to 2. Random realm breaker's putting the hurt on me. You hate me for beating you with that card? DT told me after the game was over that you made a misplay. Alright, good game. I can't come back from that. Oof. Apparently there was one turn where you could have dashed Ragavan at my Elishnorn, and then I block with the Elishnorn, and then you ping it with Ren, and then cast Flame Slash. But you, like, didn't dash the Ragavan, you just cast it instead, and I pinged it with Ren. I don't know if you remember that exact situation. That 100% would have blocked your dashing Ragavan. Then you get the Elishnorn off the table. I think you had, like, a Spyro in hand or something. I'm bringing against this creativity deck. I think I want more graveyard hate. Hallowed Moonlight obviously comes in. This creativity deck seems a little bit harder to beat. I think I want Veil against this deck because they have a bunch of discard spells. Yeah, I think you play well overall, though. I don't know if I want explosives against them. I guess I do still. I want to go down on the Supreme Verdicts, though. Because all their stuff gets haste with the stupid enchantment. Yeah, were you hardcast a Fury? The Ace Undoing might actually help me win. Force of Negation, I probably need Narset. I think I need also Trim an Archmage's Charm and a Cosmic Rebirth or 2. Alright, let's try it. Yes. I think I have 1 Breeding Pool in my deck, which is like a little bit awkward. Okay, I didn't have anything anyways. Go get our Triumph. Yeah, I only have the 1 Breeding Pool, so I would have had to fetch Shock a Temple Garden, which would have been very awkward. So I probably should have led on Shocked Breeding Pool there. A little bit unintuitive. Go get a blue-white here. Tap line pass, hold up Counterspell. You can counter Ren, Fable, whatever they want to play here. I got 2 Counterspells, so I'm just going to let this Inquisition resolve. Although it lets them know that I have Hallowed Moonlight. It's not great for me. They end up taking a Counterspell. I think if they play Ren and 6, I'm going to let it resolve and then pending it. Hold on to the Counterspell. Although it gets really bad for me if they have Veil of Summer. They just go like Fable Veil of Summer, Ren Veil of Summer. Could go very poorly for me. We'll see. I'll pass the turn, see what they're up to. Fetch land and a pass. The Steam Vent's tapped. Pass. Get a Dwarven Mine. Attack me for Uno. Another Ren. I think I have to counter this, unfortunately. Sucks. I don't really want to. But I think the ultimate's going to just win the game if I can't find an answer to it. Otawara delays it. They just get so much value out of it. That's hard for me to justify letting it resolve. Probably also like signifies some weakness in my hand. And my hand's not been great since they looked at it. I think I've only drawn lands. Get some scry action here. Bottom. Looking for counter spells. I think this Hallowed Moonlight's the only thing saving me from certain death right now. Shout out to Hallowed Moonlight. Big two. Gonna go fetch an island here. Get some more scrying going. Counterspell Veil of Summer. I think I'm in the market for this counterspell. Not so much for the Veil of Summer. And eventually I'm gonna have to find a Solitude so that way I can not die to these 1/1s. Surely I won't die to a couple of 1/1s, right? Surely. I don't know what they're sitting on. With 5 cards in hand. You just played nothing. It's fine. I think they should have done that pre-combat and maybe attacked that instead. Had a bunch of lands in hand. It's like a whole lot of lands, apparently. Bottom Hall, bottom Boseiju. Archmage Charm is pretty good. I think I'm going to hold the Otawara as well. I feel like if I were them, I maybe would have considered attacking the invasion that last turn. Like playing a pre-combat. Ren, no. I guess I shouldn't have tapped the castle. But I'll draw 2 of the Archmage's Charm if they have nothing else this turn. But scrying might have just been better, holding on to the Archmage's Charm. Do the stream break? Stream broken? That stream looks fine to me. Draw 2. Slayer's trolling me. Oh god, you were trolling me. Fishing for reaction. And you got it. The old Tef bounce the token. Into a Narset. What's up, Cabs? I think I want to play this Narset. Holy shit. I don't want to grab Days Undoing. I think this turn I grabbed Charm, actually. It was close, though. Because I could have, like, Solitude and then Days Undoing, but if they rip something like a Creativity, I'm pretty cold to it. Unless I drew another Solitude. F down. You know how you play this boring deck throughout a tournament? It's not that boring. Not the most exciting. I want to Otawara this back to my hand. I think I'm down for that. Misty 2 God Powered. Need more value. Should have made them draw 2. True. Narset. Oh, banger alert. Bant's kind of been flooding out over there. Bounce token. God Powered. Coming up with the tier 1. Appreciate you. Even more now. Thank you. I don't want to conserve both of these Planeswalkers. I think I'm going to pop this EE. It's a really vulnerable space for me. Remain calm. Curl up into fetal position. Everything will be okay. What's up, Kelson? Ooh, blue sky. Blue, blue skies. Chat, the new Bing Bong emotes are almost done, by the way. I can show you the prototype version. The Bing needs to be a little bit darker on the outline. I think they came together pretty well. Here's your new Bing Bong. It's lo-fi synthwave Bing Bong. Gonna replace the current Bing Bong. Attacking my Narset? Can't let you do that. Endurance you, block your 1/1. Yeah, you can leave my hand. Took Archmage's Charm. Yeah, Corio won a challenge, and Gabagool is apparently good in Pioneer. Like the Pioneer Humans deck. What the hell? My OBS appear on my main screen. Fatal Push. Alright. I minimize my OBS and just open on the main screen. A classic. Dingoception there for a second. Fable Alamir Breaker. I just counter that. Bottom. Don't need any more lands. I'm gonna drew land anyways. Maybe Archmage's Charm is needed in the shell? Probably. Archmage's Charm is one of the best reasons to play control. Bottom the Boseiju, top the Hallowed Moonlight. I think opponent wanted to like Inquisition me, and then they're like, nah, never mind. Take another Narset. Alright, we're gonna draw a step Undoing. I've already drawn a card, so they're gonna get nothing. Now I get a handful of gas. Alright, they give up. Can't be listening to the me channel like this. The Doom OST. Alright, how do we win game 3? This is gonna be the difficult game to win. We run it back though. Why does not play Chalice? That's a good question. Chalices are probably fine in the sideboard. 2 Ren and 6 is a nightmare though. We can dodge turn 2 Ren and 6, and I think we have a good chance. Into turn 3 Ren and Realm Breaker. And Trailing Coffers Nightmare. Yeah, this deck can also never beat Coffers. 5-0 back-to-back with Coffers today. Was it Trellin? Next round of RCQ is going to be standard. Trellin is like the Coffers father. Pioneer runs to August, then Modern, that is standard. Honestly, standard isn't that bad right now. I know it gets a lot of hate because it's Fable Mirrors, but it's fun. I actually enjoy playing the Fable Mirrors. Fable's going to get banned though. Well, Monday was yesterday, so they didn't do anything to it yet. Ends on the 29th. They actually announced an announcement. I thought they said they weren't going to announce ban lists anymore. They were just going to do them whenever. They're only doing bans once a year. I'm going to keep this in. And just hope that, like, Narset Days I'm doing is good enough. It won't be. But I can hope. Random 6 is such a problem. Get him out of my format. Her out of my format. I kept this hand knowing full well that I didn't have a play until turn 3. This one's on me. We're gonna take Endurance or Narset. Took Narset. Get Breeding Pool tapped. This is Yoshi's Island. Banger song by Yoshi's Island. It's a little bit loud for you guys though. Turn it down a bit. I think I Endurance that. I'll They don't have an answer to Endurance here. They could have, like, Fable. Think they'll throw out Ban for Modern? Probably not. I think they're gonna wait until Lord of the Rings comes out, and then they'll ban something from Modern. Sound was set to by speakers. You're just like, man, Dingo stream's really quiet today. It's a pretty good Veil of Summer. Alright, this is like the crucial turn here. I'm just gonna let this happen. Yeah, that's what I was afraid of. Shit. That's so bad for me. We're gonna lose this game. Just give a haste and attack me. I could attack invasion, I guess. Yeah, I'm about to GG it up. Maybe I can draw land for Solitude. No, Boseiju's 2 mana. Can't Boseiju Reunion. Nope, Planeswalkers don't discount it. Planeswalkers discount Boseiju in paper, but not in competitive REO. I think the 5-color one's generally better. But the Pioneer decks that can spike an RC Cube, Greasefang, Red Black, Mono Green, they're all pretty easy. Those feels like the hardest deck to play in Pioneer. One of the hardest decks to play. I'm surprised they didn't double block. They have like 7 lands in hand. What's going on? What's going on over there? I actually don't even think I care that much. I think I'm just gonna scry instead. Alright, made a good decision. They can actually flip their invasion here. Flip their invasion by pinging it with Ren. And go get another invasion. It'd be a freaking miracle if we won this game. I would be shocked. Suppose we could win on time, theoretically. Yeah, I think Nari says something we gotta top. Can we top Archmage's Charm? Yeah, I think I'm gonna top the Archmage's Charm. Build a random Realm Breaker. Pass the turn. Gonna be an insanely hard game to win. Veil of Summer. Did it pick it up with Ren? Narset off the top. I'm just dead on board. Good games. I was close-ish. Kind of. Now we'll go with the 4-1. Let's run this prediction chat. 4-1 with Bant control. That looks decent. Alright, we're gonna start down a card. Because we have to kill this Ragavan. Which is a tragedy. Yeah, we got a Solitude Pitch Supreme Verdict here. Can't let this stupid thing hit me. This thing hits me and they Blood Moon, I just lose on the spot. It's fetching on my upkeep? What are we doing on my upkeep? And why go down a card to kill Ragavan? That card sucks. True. It is a 1-drop. How much damage is a 1-drop gonna do? And maybe I'm playing as Shadow of Doubt. Can't let you do that, opponent. If it was Blood Moon, I probably would have just Boseiju it. I think Fable's more powerful for sure. So we're gonna scam me. I guess I counted this also. Scamming a Fury. It's even a Maliki Rebirth too. Subtle thing of Ragavan, I wanted to make sure his kind of stuff wouldn't happen. It was interesting to see he won that game too. Yeah, you have to. You have to deal with Ragavan on 1. If you take control of an opponent's creature with the evoke trigger on the stack, will it die? Yeah. It still dies. Teferi, by the way. Okay. Give me these endurances. Give me the veils. Pretty sure it still dies. I could be wrong. I take out a Day's Undoing. Force of Negation can come out. Ice-Fang Coatl I kind of like in this matchup. I'll try a Cosmic Rebirth. Maybe you go just 2 Dress Down. I think 2 Verdict is enough also. I can go down 2 Coatls. 1 Narset. An Archmage's Charm because it's really hard to cast. Sounds good if I don't get scammed. Cosmic Rebirth's not bad. I've been enjoying it. Yep. I think I fetch out basic planes too. I know it doesn't let me cast Archmage's Charm, but it plays around Blood Moon a little bit better, so we're gonna get basic planes here. Yeah, I thought it would still die, but I wasn't 100% sure. Dothy. Nope, opponent went fetch pass. Basic, basic, basic. That's pretty based. Take that, Blood Moon Enjoyer. I spend the turn recasting Blood Moon. Fine. I'm totally okay with that. Ash the Ragster. Are they gonna kill Teferi? Or are they gonna attack me? My Tef! Can't wait to go Cosmic Rebirth, get this Tef back. Oh, I'm getting scammed. Disaster. Now we lost to Jun Creativity. Came down to the game 3. And they just had Ren into Ren, which was just too strong. Too strong. Gotta take the Rebirth, right? I don't even think I'm going to Verdict right now. I think I'm just gonna pass. Yeah, fix that 4th color for bending. I replay Blood Moon. I'm just gonna fetch another basic. More Islander Plains here. Islander Plains. Islander Plains. I think Island. Land would be nice, though. Give me a Teferi. Punish for not fetching a Plains. We'll bounce the Grief, though. So I could draw into land. CM for President. Coming up with a sub. Ugh. To Aetherclaw. Thank you, CN. I appreciate you. They've been Blood Moon and Spyro, so they have Grief, Ragavan in hand still. So many uncastable cards in my hand. Yeah, I should have taken the planes, which is like pretty unfortunate. Let's see where these attacks are going. I mind pending the Ragavan though, so that way they can't get double black and cast a Grief. Bolting Narset. She's dead. F's about to die too. I think I'm just gonna pending this Ragavan. I'd be more inclined to save the pending for the Blood Moon if I had another land rolled up, but I don't. Fetching these basics is gonna kill me. I'm gonna end step Dress Down, so if I draw a green card, I'm probably gonna invoke Endurance. Aw. It's not even good. All it does is get me griefed. Bug, thank you so much for the tier 1. Welcome back for the 6 months. I appreciate you. I just need lands and less Archmage's Charms. Even a green card to pitch to Endurance would have been fire. Ice-Fang Coatl would have been really good. Rest easy, Queen. I'll remember you, Narset. There's a token here. Cosmic Rebirth's actually really good here. So I could bin Endurance and then Cosmic Rebirth it back for a blocker. Yep, this is what we're doing now. I go to 1 here, assuming no shenanigans. Dead to Dashing Ragavan, I'm dead to Lightning Bolt. I think that's all I'm dead to. Now they're gonna take Cosmic Rebirth now. Yeah, we're playing Bant Control. Hey Kelson, thank you for the follow. Much appreciated. Took the Verdict. Well, I can't scam that, because I still have Teferi on the table. Oh, Kelson, and the Prime, thank you. Borax, fine. Bonka fucking S, dude. I'm so close to dying. But not dying. Thank you so much, Kelson. I might have to do this now. I could make Spyro tokens. No, I don't think I can do it now, because they have a sorcery speed removal spell. I'm in trouble. If you win this game, you'll eat an entire Big Mac. Alright. I'll try to win this game. Get you the good eats. What terminate? You're gonna order 6 wings and 2 tendies? Ooh. Don't bolt me. Don't fury me either. No. Put it. Oh. Okay. I need a Solitude. New plan. Draw Solitude. I failed you guys. Maybe Rebirth's better than I gave it credit for. From another Archmage's Charm. Have I ever watched Gravity Falls? I've heard of it, but I don't think I've ever seen it. Isn't that cartoon? Yeah, it is that cartoon. Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen it. Yeah, nobody likes these scam players. I agree, Phil. Scam players get to get away with murder. It's a banger you're watching through right now. Oh, they're mulliganing to 5. I need them to go to like 0. That'd be great. Hopefully it's just Ragster and not Grief. I never thought I'd say I hope my opponent plays a turn 1 Ragavan. I'm gonna go get a Triumph, because I need white mana. Then go get Forest, Island, and then not have white mana, and then be really sad when my opponent Blood Moons me. Forest. It's soft to Blood Moon anyways. Yeah, I'm just gonna pending this. Play Steam Vents, tap and pass. I think it's the last match of the night. We've been going for almost 4.5 hours. This is probably the last match of the night. Tomorrow we're gonna play some Niv Mrs. Supreme though. And maybe some Nissa Scam. Hope so. You can have my verdict. You're gonna miss the Niv Supreme? No. That's okay. The VODs will always be available. Like, kind of problematic. Kind of problematic, kind of not problematic. Counterspell right on time. Yeah, you add comments in yourself. Yeah, I was thinking about Dress Down and Solitude. I think it depends if I draw a white card. True Teferi. That makes me feel a little bit more confident in, like, wasting a Solitude to kill his Torok. Mystic Gate's a nice one, too. This is Bant Control, featuring Cosmic Rebirth, which is a new card from Aftermath. If I consider Oko, I haven't. It's a good idea. Damn. Got guest on. Maybe some Uro, like where your head's at. And creatures gain abilities after Dress Down hits the board, yeah. I do stream during the night, yeah. In the night, you know. You can check out the new schedule by using the command !schedule. Bring back Croaks quite yet. Beef. I drew planes. Would you like my planes? Am I lining up for Friday's challenge? Not sure yet. We got a couple days to figure it out. Yeah, I probably should have cast Ice-Fang main phase. I didn't know if they were going to grief me or Croaks me, given the fact that they didn't have their 4th land at the time. Also, they don't have 6 cards in graveyard. They have 5. So they do 1 more in graveyard for the Croaksa. Well, pour one out for me. We're going to get Croaksa back too. They run 3 basics. I'm just going to Undying this and then Croaksa next turn. Where's Endurance? Imagine if I had an Endurance here. Oh, baby, that Endurance would have been good. Instead, I'm just going to get dunked on. Okay. Pretty sure I'm just going to lose the Boseiju here. Because if I actually, like, cast the Boseiju, oh, they griefed me again. Boseiju lives another day. Supreme Verdict. Peace. Still would love a Supreme Verdict. Yeah, maybe the opponent will time out. Take 6. Assuming they Croxa me instead of Fury. Exile the Croxa. I gain a billion life. I attack with Solitude. They Fury my Solitude, and I gotta draw a Verdict. Actually, really good. Holy shit. That's the other Solitude, essentially. This is game 3. No, the tracker's right. That's the prelim game from last week that won't go away. Part of the tracker's very wrong. I gotta take this hit, Solitude the Fury, attack back, and then I go back up to 7. And I don't die to the griefs attacking me. Or I could Solitude one of these, go to 7, and then jump block the Fury, which doesn't seem as good. I think I'm taking this damage. This is the Infinite Solitude. This Solitude is going the distance. He's going for speed. He will bounce back to my hand during my time of need. Holy shit. This Solitude's a champion right now. Get him, Solitude. Alright. Go. Pass with Prismatic Ending and Boseiju. Pass Dingo. Pass Dingo, thank you for fetching out the Steam Vents. Let's go! That was clutch. That was clutch. Solitude carried. Nice. This deck was quite good. I enjoyed it. We lost a close game 3 to creativity. That deck looked really fun. It was fun. I enjoyed it. Narset Days Undoing package with Cosmic Rebirth was actually super neat. My opponent lost some sanity there. Alright, chat. Hey, thank you all for hanging out. I appreciate you. I'll be back tomorrow, same time, for a prelim. I don't know what I'm going to play in the prelim yet. It might be Niv Supreme. It might be Nissa deck. It might be something else. Let me pay out the Believers, that's right. We'll figure out what to play tomorrow. But hey, hope you'll have a beautiful morning, evening, afternoon, or even night, depending on where you are in the world. I'll see you tomorrow for more modern content. I'm going to go find somebody to raid, and I'll see y'all then. Peace out.
Have you peeked? Bing bong, bing bong, bing bing bong. Have you peeked?
You're a third-rate duelist.
I can't take it anymore.